Hello and welcome to Rusty's No Man's Sky Connection. My apologies, I've solved this once already. Thought I had been streaming the entire time, and, well, apparently wasn't. Going back on it, I do recall that the indicator was the one for recording as opposed to streaming, but in any case, I now get to solve this a second time. It took me 13 minutes and 24 seconds or something like that to solve it the first time. I'm going to take longer this time. We're going to walk through everything I did then, and we'll see if we can get a solution, or we'll show that this can be solved if you've been having any trouble. So, here we go. Starting. Now, my general process is I will start by putting in earmarks on in all the cells that a number can fit into. In this case, we are putting in ones, and what I'm doing is I'm looking at okay, when I selected or moved to this square with the number 1 in it, you see all of the ones in the rest of the square, the rest of the cells that are already givens. Those all get filled or highlighted as those can be ones. So you can work backwards through there, say, okay, where can I put ones that don't conflict with those? And now we've got to do 2s, and we can highlight that 2 as well. I've got 3 of them, it looks like, in the table or in the grid. These 2 cells don't conflict, and these 2 cells don't conflict with with those. We've also got these 4 cells up here, and these 3 cells here. Over here, we're going to have a few more. And up here, none of the 2s that are on the table at all conflict with anything. We're not up to 3s yet, so all of these cells get 2s. We're going to go get to 8 before we come up to a point where we can actually fill in a number into freely. So let's continue on. We're doing 3s here. We've got none of these can be 3s, obviously. They're all filled in. So one of these 2 is going to be a 3. I would normally suggest this could be as well, but because all of these are filled in and these 2 are blocked at the bottom of the row, these 3 cells are going to be the possibilities for 3, which block this one, or these 2 cells, or this cell for that matter. Okay, we've got 4 possibilities over here. Up here, we've got pretty much all of them are available again. Over here, we've got 2 possibilities for 3. One of those 2, because there's a 3 in this column and a 3 in this column. Over here, we've got 3 possibilities, and that should take care of the 3s, I believe. I do run into a problem later on with the 6s. I didn't get all of them the first time through. We will do our best to make sure that doesn't become an issue this time. So let's look at 4s. We get a 4 here and here, and then another 4 over here. That means we get these 2 or 3 possibilities for 4, and these 3, just based upon those 4s. We get 3 possibilities in this square, 4 in this square, in the corners, 3 in this square, in the open corners. Looks like all of these have the possibility of being a 4. And we've got these 3 already marked, or that we've marked now. Okay, 5s. We've got this 5 here. The 5s are populated in this row of squares. So we're just working on the 5s outside of the row. So there is 3 possibilities there. 5 possibilities here. Down here we've got 5 possibilities in this square because of the one blocking this row of 2, and 4 possibilities in the square. Down here we've got 4 possibilities in the square, and 3 in this one. Okay, now we go to the one that was kind of a bit of trouble for me the first time through. So we got 6s here, and it looks like I've got 3 6s on the board. This one here, and this one here. So one of these 2 is going to be 6. Over here we've got these 3 that could be a 6. Down here we've got these 3 that could be 6. And over here we've got 2 possibilities first. 3 possibilities in here. And looks like everything is a possibility in this square. And I think that takes care of the 6s. Alright, 7s. We got a 7 here and here. Actually, and 2 more on the board. One here and one here. So over here we've got these 2 possibilities for 7. We got 4 possibilities in this square. Yeah, just me being pessimistic here, checking to make sure I'm actually streaming this time. 4 possibilities here, and 2 possibilities here. Let's see, anything else that I'm missing? Nope, it looks like I've got everything marked properly for 7. And then here we've got our 2 8s in the top squares, the top row of squares blocking 2 rows, and the only open square in here that can be an 8 is this one. Down here I've got 4 possibilities, so those. 3D print just finished. We got 5 possibilities here, because these 2 are blocked by the row. 2 possibilities here because, well, this row is full and this row is blocked in the top square. 3 possibilities here because the middle column is blocked as well. Over here we've got 3 possibilities for 8. And now we look at the 9s. So we got that 9 there, the 9 in the bottom left square, the bottom of the column. So we get 2 possibilities, not 7, for 9 here. We're going to have 2 possibilities for 9 here. As a result, none of these can be 9 because we've only got these 2 block the row now. I got 2 possibilities for 9 down here. Blocks this row as well, or column. So we've got these 2 columns blocked. So now we've got these 2 that can possibly be a 9. Over here we've got 5 possibilities. These 2 and these 2, because these 2 possibilities don't block columns, they just block the row. Alright, over here we've now got 6 possibilities for 9, because these don't block the rows. And we've got 3 possibilities for a 9 in this square. Anything else? Not immediately. So let's work through what have we got. We got a standalone 6 here. Let's see if that's valid. I've got a 1 at the top of the column, a 2 in the square, 3 at the bottom of the column, 4, 5 in the row, 7 and 8 in the row as well. The 6 is what we're aiming for, so that's shouldn't be in any of them. And while the 9 doesn't look like it's in this row, we know it's going to be in sight. we know one of these two cells has to be a 9, so this can't be. So this is now a 6. Not a 6 there. We tidy up all these 6s, and we'll see where things go from here. And we got one more up here, and this becomes the remaining 6, so we can change that to a 6, not a 9. Also, this becomes not a 6, and it thinks it's a 9, so let's check that. In the square, we've got a 1. Down below, or in the column below, we've got a 2 and a 3. We've got a 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 in the row, so that makes this into a 9. This is not a 9 as well. Because of the fact that, well, let's just do the cleanup. All of these that went red can't be a 9 at this point. And we'll be validating what other things they can be. So here we've got what looks like a standalone 2. Can we verify that? Well, we've got a 1, 3, and 4 in the square, 5, 6, 7, and 8 in the row, and a 9 in the square. So that makes this into a 2. Not a 2, not a 2, not a 2. Oh, 3 possible still. Not a 2. Got 2 possibles of 2 there, and we've got that is not a 9. Didn't clean that up earlier. Here we've got something that thinks it might be a 6. Let's verify that. I've got in the square 1, 2, 3, and 7. Remember the 7, we'll come back to that. In the row, we've got 4 and 5. In the column at the top, we've got a 7, 8, 9. So yes, this can be a 6. We got a couple different places for 7s that come in on that. So this is not a 6. That means this is a 6. It was the only thing we had left in that. These two can't be 6s, so this is a 6. And anything else? Let's see. We've got one more 6 over here. Okay, up here we've got this 4 standing alone. Verify it. 1 in the row. 2 and 3 at the bottom of the column. We're trying for 4, so no 4s in sight. 5, 6, 7, and 8 in the row, and a 9 in the column. So this is 4. That means this is not a 4. This is not a 4. We got a 2, 3, and a 9 left in here. So this is the only one that can be a 9 in this row. So we are down to the 2 and the 3. We could verify those, but I'm going to assume that those are effectively verified at this point. This is not going to be a 9 because we've got the 9 up here now. So that means we've got one place for a 9 in this square, that one there. And we've got one place for a 9 in this one after cleaning up that square. We've still got 2 possibilities for 9 here and 4 over here. So let's see if we can tidy any of that up. Nope, I'm not seeing anything to tidy, any way to tidy that yet. However, we've got this 7, 5 number here, but I'm noticing as I'm looking across, there's another 5, but I don't see any more 7s in here. So this is going to be a 7. This one will be a 5, and we've got 8, 9, 8, 9. So this is neither of these can be either an 8 or 9. That can't be a 5 or 7 or 5 there, 5 there. This becomes a standalone 4, so that, not a 4. And this becomes a standalone 9, so not a 9 there. Looks like we've got a 2 to clean up there. 1, 3, 1, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. This is no longer be a 4, so it is a 5. This is no longer 4 or 5, so it's 8. Get a 4, 5 pair here, 1, 3 pair here. standalone 4 here, nothing else in that square. That was open. So looks like we've got a 2-3 pair here, so that 3 is out. That makes this one into a 3. Over here we've got 1, 2, and 1 over here. So make that a 1, that a 2. 7, 5 pair at the top. We'll come back to that in a bit. Not a 9, not a 1, not an 8. We got a 1 standalone here. Everything else in the row is 7, 5 is open, so 1 it is. Over here now we've got a 2 in the with everything, or with as the only thing available. Now we've got an 8 in this row as the only thing available. Top now we've got a 3, which takes care of this 2 as well. So we end up with a 4, 9 pair, except we now have this 8 marked out because we fill this one in down here. So this can no longer be an 8, it is now a 9. Turns this into a 4, this into a 9. This becomes an 8, a 3 here. That becomes a 1 there, and a 2 here. Now we've got a 1 and a 3 here, fixed in. Not getting a lot of help right there yet. We'll see if we can get that taken care of shortly. So we got a 4 here is the only thing available. 1, 3, and 7. So this can no longer be a 7. We're going to tidy up things first and see if that helps us along very much. Only 8 in the row, so we'll give that an 8. We've got a 5 here and here. That means this has to be a 4, and that takes care of all 6 of the first 4 or 6 columns. This becomes a 7, so the bottom row of squares is populated now. This becomes a 7, meaning this is a 5 and 8. Bottom 2 rows of squares are filled in. We got a 5 and a 7. That completes it. The walkthrough explaining all or each and every step took 16 minutes and 26 seconds, which is about 3 minutes longer than it took me to just straight out solve it earlier. Thanks everybody. I do hope you have a great day. I hope everything went well for you and that you end up having a great weekend or great week. Tomorrow we move to the hard Sudokus. If you're using the Sudoku 1000 hard puzzles book from Sudoku store, they do sell them on Etsy and on Amazon. You'll find links to their account or their sources, their stores on Bsky. You can do a search for Sudoku store if you're not familiar with them. They're running a 20% discount, or they were when I looked earlier. So you can get a discount on buying the book. Just enter the code that they've got for it, and you can run through these ahead of time or go through them with me. You can verify that I'm entering everything correctly in the game, or you can grab, if you're on Sudoku or on Bsky, you can pull up my post and see if I've entered the square correctly, or the table or the puzzle correctly, and we'll and post comments. Have a great day, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow this time, or something close to it. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.